one thing I will give Kendrick for and what hurt Drake was, this is why it's not good to follow trends, bro. And I think the cat's out of the bag of Drake trying to find an identity so much, he got exposed for not having nothing.
He's not a trendsetter.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
Okay.
I wouldn't go that far.
We were talking this. I think like,
I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far.
You can't say Drake ain't a trendsetter, bro.
Because a lot of niggas will copying Drake.
Yes,
because whatever Drake does, that's what everyone tends to go to.
I'm not gonna give him that much credit.
Yeah,
I feel like
this is my problem with a lot of people.
That's what I'm saying.
We can go through we can run back the years, but
I can run back the years because I know the history.
We can run back the years, but to me, I think Drake. Listen, Kendrick laid it all out. He literally said, "You go to Atlanta for this, you go to Atlanta for that, you go to Atlanta for this and that and this and that." Drake uses the culture as a battery. Like he uses it as a battery. He gets everything.
I understand that, but hold on.
Drake as well, though. This is a quid pro quo.
But hold on. Now, see, and this is where I started looking at Drake a little bit funny, but at the same time, in my head, I realized that everyone does it to everyone.
Everyone does it to everyone.
Let's not act like, because it's the same way, for example,
at the level that they're at.
No,
because we're not talking about. Because look, I'm not talking about all the sort of like the rappers that are here for a couple months and then they bow out, or they're here for a couple years and then they bow out. I'm talking about the top, the big three: Kendrick, Drake, Cole, and I mean, who do you man have as like fourth and fifth? Like, do you man ever consider who's fourth?
Before it used to be like maybe like a Meek Mill or Big Sean that would.
It was Meek or Future.
Big Sean was up there a couple years ago.
Big Sean was the one that people would.
He was meant to be the next up because remember that XXL cover when it was him, Nipsey, Cole, Kendrick all on the same.
And then Drake said that there hasn't been blessings over there since he's been there, and he's right. There wasn't after Drake made blessings and Big Sean. Nothing was good over there in good music. Are we
talking
Pusha?
When we say top four, we just talk about lyricists or talking about hip hop artists.
No, we're talking about everything.
Because Kanye, I mean,
no, but we're talking about rappers though. Yeah. We're talking about rappers. Obviously, Kanye is always going to be there.
But Kanye after 2010 stopped rapping good, bro. In my opinion.
After 2010,
but no one saw him as a rapper though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was
an artist.
He was an artist.
Even though he tried to.
And because of how great he was at making beats, me and Ben agreed. A lot of his lyricism, we let him get away with some BS, bro.
He still had some very strong verses.
Yes, but I'm saying in totality of his verse of rapping, we let him get away with a lot of BS.
Yeah, he's never been a top tier rapper.
And he also had ghostwriters that we never shouted him.
But it's not ghostwriters. He had writers.
He had
writers.
He had a team.
Drake being one of them.
He had a team.
If I'm being honest, Drake was one of his.
100%.
Even he said he loves Drake.
But you said something about trendsetting, which I'll have to go against. Because I think if we're even talking trendsetting, Drake has been more of a trendsetter, which is seen in the scene by the artists we have now, than Kendrick. Whether you don't have to like it, but in terms of trendsetting, Drake is more of a trendsetter than Kendrick in hip hop right now. I don't think that can be disputed.
I don't think. It's hard to...
Because what's trendsetting? Because trend is making something that others follow. No one done that in the last decade and a half more than Drake in the scene. If we're being totally honest. I'm talking about summer bangers. I'm talking about jumping on.
I think Future's way more of a trendsetter and Young Thug's way more of a trendsetter than
hit
Drake.
Summer bangers.
Trendsetter, as in these men want to look like him, talk like him, move like them. The whole persona, the whole aura.
Yeah.
They don't want to be like Drake.
No, come on, man.
Listen,
I'm sorry, they don't.
Listen, niggas, Young Thug tried to do the cool dress thing. No one was wearing.
No one backed it after him. No one backed it.
We can.
Let's not do that.
We'll, not everything's gonna catch on. Young Thug is. Young Thug is a.
If there's anyone that trendsetted, it's Kanye.
Kanye is the ultimate trendsetter. Kanye Pharrell.
Kanye is the ultimate trendsetter. Even Drake said that he took influence from Kanye. That's probably his biggest influence if we're talking.
Well, guys started singing and doing that melodic rap thing because of
Drake. Yeah,
100%. Melodic rap was Drake.
Kanye was singing before Drake.
No, not melodic rap, bro. Not melodic rap. Like Dirk melodic rap. Like even them, man.
Like Kanye was the one that
Nelly.
No, that's not melodic, bro. I know Nelly.
Nelly wasn't singing before.
Not melodic.
I'm talking rappers.
Melodic rapping, like rapping on like your pain. That was the Drake movement, bro. That was literally the Drake movement. Because remember when he first started doing it, they were like not calling him sassy.
So far gone. Yeah. Remember So Far Gone when people his first mixtape where everyone was like, nah, this ain't it.
This ain't it.
Even
So is
Take
that
Care-
is that
even
is that
Take
it?
Care
Is that the
when-
only thing you're giving Drake? Is that
No,
it?
but
That's a
where's-
massive
That is,
thing.
I'm
though.
not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not.
Yeah.
But is that the only thing we're giving Drake that this niggas can sing?
But bro,
And-
that
and-
shaped.
That shit. The
Because
whole
you
shit.
remember-
Kanye was singing.
before that?
Kanye was singing on 808s.
Yeah, facts.
But it wasn't
You're right.
rapping. It
Facts.
wasn't
No,
rapping.
But
you're
he-
right.
but he-
You're right. No, he's right because remember, Say What's Real is inspired by what's that tune on 808 Heartbreak? Say What's Real that Drake sampled from.
Oh no, you know.
Oh, there's a tune on 808.
Always hit my back like that. Bro.
There's a tune on 808's
I know-
Heartbreak that it sounds exactly the same as Saying What's Real on Drake's So Far Gone. Hold on. There's a tune. 808 Heartbreak.
It's not in the night, I hit-
thingy, the intro.
Say You Will. Okay, say You Will. Yeah.
Say You Will and Say What's Real.
And when did that come out? Oh,
That came out
7? 08?
yeah, that came out before So Far Gone.
Oh wait.
That came out before So Far Gone. But I would say Drake made it
Drake
popular.
also made the R&B Brent Fires in terms of. You see how.
Ooh, I wanna go that
No,
far.
listen,
I wanna go
hold
that
on,
far.
hold on.
But the whole melodic thing has been in hip hop before Drake though.
No, but I'm saying that he made it
He
popular.
made it popular.
Did he?
No, bro.
Yeah.
We
Yes,
had Pharrell.
Bro,
I'm like,
no, bro.
No,
listen.
bro.
bro. Hear me out.
Bro was singing
hear me
on
out,
rap
hear
songs.
me
He
out,
was
hear me
singing on
out.
rap songs.
Remember, hear me out. You remember
Hitting
rap-
falsettos and all this.
No. Hear me out. Remember, before Drake, yeah, all this singing and melodic thing was not it. They used to look at it as it was stuff.
They used to blacklist it, yeah.
They used to look at. Remember, Jadakiss, all the 50 Cent, all these man.
Even 50
was
Cent
rappers.
was melodic. I'm not gonna lie. 50 Cent low key had a
Oh, no,
melodic.
he made girls tune.
Yes, he
Obviously,
did.
Girls'
He
Tune was a
did,
thing,
but he still
I'm
had a
talking about-
melodic element to it. He wasn't just like. To me, I've never looked at 50 as like pure bars. I've never looked at him like I look at Hove. 50's got a bit more of a swing to him. He's got more of a bit of a swing, more of a bit of like a
100%.
like he will kind of
100%.
I take you to the can. He does kind of.
That was a girls'
Yes,
tune.
that was a girl.
It's a girl's tune, but he's what he's doing in the booth isn't I'm just standing there
100%.
spitting at the
But when you
mic.
say Drake trendsetter, is Drake took that, made it his own,
'Cause it was
and
still
now
okay,
made that the
okay.
No.
It
Listen,
still
and
wasn't
then made
popular.
that the norm of hip hop. Because I could say from the time of 2016, well, maybe 15 to about 19.
Earlier than that.
Earlier than that, melodic rap was like before, like what me and Ben are saying.
Oh,
bo-
so 2016.
Yeah,
So the
2016.
other rappers
Yeah.
doing that, yeah.
Before 2016.
So who did he influence? Tell me who he influenced. Hip hop. Because you said Brent Fires. That's R&B.
I wouldn't
No.
say
Should I tell you why?
I
No,
wouldn't say-
I'll stand now. Should I tell you why?
No, I don't agree
You know
with
when
that.
people say, and even me, I agree. They say there's no love in R&B anymore.
Yeah.
Drake was the one that started making that BBL slutty bad boy aesthetic type R&B where.
Even
No,
that
he
just
did,
is
because
cringe to me.
No,
it's
be-
not him.
So who did it before Drake? That made it. That was mainstream. Come on.
He got that from others, and then he thought, let me.
Who? But that's what I'm saying. Drake made it a thing. That's what I'm saying.
He got that from others. Drake came up a cookie cutter
From who,
middle
bro?
class
I'm not
white.
disputing.
not
From
white
who?
kid, but- okay, to me, he got it from. I said this to you. I think Drake got a lot of his persona as this kind of bachelor.
You're gonna say Nelly.
Not Nelly, but this bachelor. I love the strippers. I love the hoes. I love
but
the.
can I say
he
something?
got that from Future and these man.
No.
He did.
No, he didn't, 'cause
He
was rapping about
did.
strippers. Oh, he's got a tune called Houston. He's got a tune called Houston.
Yes,
Atlanta, Vegas.
yes, he can.
Whereby he's rapping about all the things that all the strippers that he's meeting when he
saying,
goes
bro.
to all these cities.
You might not have to like
For
Drake,
Future.
bro. Come on, Josh. Just
Okay,
give it.
Wayne. You got it from Wayne.
Wayne.
He's not. This is
but
not
hear me
his
out.
life.
No, but
He's
hear me
he's
out.
getting it based on
Hear me
who he's
out.
around, and it was
but hear
Wayne
me
and
out.
these
Okay,
man.
okay,
Then it was Future.
Okay,
then it was,
okay. So if you say Wayne, okay, cool. But you have to understand. Naturally, yeah, in rap, obviously Drake and I'm not gonna say everyone, but a lot of these
but
man,
yeah, a lot.
even Future, they're gonna rap about what they live in.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
obviously he's written So Far Gone now, or he's touring. Remember he toured with Wayne, so he's seen a different lifestyle,
Yeah.
right? So he's gonna start rapping about what he's seeing. So when he's going to all these cities now across the country now, because he's touring with Wayne, which is what he was doing back then. He's going to Houston. He's going to Atlanta. He's going to Vegas. He's going to all these places, Beverly Hills, where Wayne's taking him, showing him a life. Now he's seeing the strippers. He's meeting the new girls. Of course, he's gonna start rapping about all these new things that he's seeing. And then, of course, how many times, whether it's Lord knows, where he talks about he's with a girl and he's looking at her purse, or he's giving you a story about how he's met whatever stripper or whatever her name is, and he's letting you know how he's feeling in the moment. That's because this is the life that he's been shown to him, and then he's just rapping about it, and then now he made it a thing whereby now niggas is really rapping about what they're going through in terms of with girls, because that was never a thing. That was
wasn't-
really
it
never a
wasn't
thing.
a thing
And he's
before.
being melodic whilst rapping at the same time, and he's making it popular. To remember, because this is
hold on,
this is the one
was
thing.
Outkast not melodic?
No. But it's more some. My thing is, this is the thing about Drake.
Josh
that-
is smart, you know.
I'm just
I-
saying. I'm just saying. Was Three Stacks
but
not
what-
melodic?
No, but my thing is that
We're giving Drake all this
remember,
credit.
Drake, no. I'm not giving him all this credit.
Okay.
Because I'm with you whereby he takes elements from other people.
Uh-huh.
I
Which you have to
understand
do.
that, which everyone does.
Everyone
in rap.
does, yeah.
Everyone does that in rap. Because at one point, everyone was all of
Yeah.
a sudden a drill rapper. At some point, everyone was rapping on drill beats at some point.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is, the one main thing that I'd say that he made popular, and which is why that he's so which to me makes him the artist that he is today or rapper, is of how relatable he is.
Yeah.
And he's storytelling.
I get it. I
and
get
his
it. I get it.
storytelling
So,
abilities.
That
To put it simply-
I'll
simply-
give you. He's not a better storyteller. He's not a better storyteller than Kendrick though. But I'll give him that.
Because he made it popular whereby rapping about feelings.
Vulnerability.
Yeah.
Vulnerability.
And that's what I'm saying.
Heartbreak.
That's, all me and
Exactly.
Ben are saying, he turned it from a sub-genre, literally into the main genre of rap for a good 4 or 5 years. That melodic rap.
'Cause even
whether we
Future-
like it or not, and I didn't like. I can say I didn't like the wave, but I can say Drake definitely had the influence on making from 2016 to about 2019. Early 2020, melodic rap became a main genre. It was a sub-genre before. It was a little pocket of where, you know, if you had your niches, your people there.
Okay.
But then he made it the forefront of rap where people thought, not saying they were right, people thought the best way to be popular. But even the Rod Waves even came out and said, bro, Drake was my guy, like back in the day where, yeah, there was gangsters, but Drake was the only one I knew who rapped about pain. That's what made me. A lot of these guys came from Drake.
Remember, gangster
Okay.
rap was a big thing.
100%.
Because you weren't really making it in terms of rapper, or you weren't really getting the streets unless you were rapping about like you were a bad man.
Yeah.
That's how That's how 50
Yeah.
Game, Ja Rule,
The game
Fat
wasn't there
Joe,
though. There was a big talk about that.
Fat Joe.
At
No,
the
but the
concert.
thing,
Yeah.
see that annoyed me because think of it like this. Do you know what annoys me when people say that? It's because we always talk about
Stand up business.
no, not even that. It annoys me because just because I'm from the same ends as a guy,
Doesn't mean I have to
that
like
doesn't mean a
Have to
thing.
be there.
Because if we're talking on a human level, even Game said it. Drake's probably done a lot for Game on a human level.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is that, for example, just because me and Steven are from London,
London, Nigeria,
but,
yeah,
but,
whatever, yeah.
but I know you on a personal level. Because obviously, don't get it twisted. The Game knows Kendrick. Kendrick knows Game. They're from.
He was
they're from
there when
West
they
Coast.
knighted him, when Snoop and them were on the stage. Yeah,
But at the same time, Drake, whenever he's in LA, he's always Games. He's probably always with the Game, or the Game's always helping him. Drake's vice
I
versa.
respect Game for that. Like
Vice versa, so-
I like Kendrick, but Drake's my boy.
On a human level,
Yeah.
Drake's probably done a lot for him. And anyone that in that same scenario, you're not gonna just throw Drake to the side just because of some internet games. Because this was
Yeah,
when
yeah,
it was almost like an internet beef.
It
at the-
became an internet.
It became an internet beef,
That's
and the
why I
Game's
didn't-
looking at
I
it
didn't
like
like the beef at the end of it. You know?
yeah, because all of a sudden it just became a thing whereby it's just
To me, it
it's-
became what it was always going to become. I'll be honest with you. Like, it was always gonna go.
it's gonna be a.
It was always
fan
gonna.
bases.
It was always gonna. It's like one of those fights that start in the club and they spill out into the streets. The next, everyone else, it was gonna always go because their egos are huge, and
100%.
no one wants to lose.
These
So,
are basically the two biggest
Biggest ever.
rappers in the game right now.
like, it's crazy. But okay, so my question being, how many people has Drake? Because I'll give that.
Easy.
I'll-
I've got like 5 off my head.
Okay, let's hear it.
So I can say Baby, I can say Dirk, I can say Rod Wave, I can say Brent, I'll stand on that. I can say The Weeknd to a point. He did influence The Weeknd. I can say what's my fifth?
I don't think I can ever let you get away with that.
Yeah,
Can't let me get with The Weeknd.
I can't. Even me myself and
Come
Drake
on,
fan,
man.
Because Take Care is influenced. As a
Even
ma-
who's
Weeknd-
the guy he's signed to OVO right now?
Party Next Door.
Easily,
Bro,
easy.
if I'm being honest, do you know what annoys me as a Drake
Yeah.
stan? You name 2 of the guys that have helped write Drake's melodic tunes.
100%, but he still paved the way for them. That's
No,
still,
we're
that's
talking
still
about
being a
influence.
trendsetter.
I can't do that, bro.
Bro,
I can't do that.
Influence and trendsetter go hand in hand.
I can't. No, I'm saying that they've influenced Drake because Drake works with them. Drake calls these guys like, yo.
I know,
Like,
but Drake was
over.
doing it. Even if you call him to write, he was doing it. He just said, "Come and help me be better."
If I'm talking influence, I'll probably say someone like Meek Mill. Because Meek Mill was just a tough rapper, gangster. Now, and then when you see what Drake's doing, he might think, okay, let me dabble into that girl, talk about me and a girl sort of like... Because remember, a lot of these street rappers never talked about girls. It was just about drugs,
100%.
Yeah,
maybe a bit of
But
street clothes here and there.
everything you're saying, everything's all right. Drake changed the image of what hip hop rapper or hip hop artist can be, not necessarily being the super tough guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Being talking about girls.
That's
talking
my
about
that's my main
relationship.
thing.
Kanye West. I mean, like,
Nah, man.
please, because
I'm
Kanye
talking about
West.
street rappers.
But Kanye West came up in the era of Hove and all these man, where hip hop
but-
was lit.
yeah, but-
Remember,
yeah, but-
what
you-
happened?
you have to remember,
Kanye
that man,
came
the
out
year-
and said
the year-
and disassociated himself from the streets.
The
Yeah.
year that he dropped Graduation,
Yeah.
what also dropped? Curtis.
Yes.
And it was they were going head to head.
Head-to-head,
yes.
Curtis represented the streets.
Yes,
Kanye
Kanye-
represented all the kind of
Like normal,
the
ordinary,
normal.
everyday
But shall I say
suburban
why,
kid.
but shall I say why we
Yeah.
can't use that? Shall I say why we can't use that? Because if you're talking about no, you're right. But if we're talking about streets and pop and the gen pops or general population, the gen pop is always gonna win. Bro, as
Even
yeah,
50 Cent said that
said it.
he was happy that they did that because he knew he was on the
yeah, it helped. He knew he was never gonna
it
win.
helped him.
It
He
helped
was never
50
gonna
Cent.
win.
I'm not saying it didn't.
Kanye
I'm
wasn't
not,
biased, he
I'm not
wasn't
saying.
a-
I'm not saying it did or it
Kanye
didn't.
was always winning that.
I'm
Because the gen pop are gonna listen to something that
Because he can relate to
Yeah,
a lot
they
more
can
people
relate
than
to
the
that,
street.
bro.
I'm not
The
saying
streets
it
are
did or it
small
didn't. But
minority.
what I'm saying is the fact that Kanye went that avenue
yeah.
before Drake really was a conversation tells you that this whole thing you're giving Drake about how he changed the image of a hip hop artist, he wasn't the first person to do that, and he stepped into that because Kanye had come before him. So if there is no Kanye and
no
then Drake
Drake, of
came
course,
along, then
of
maybe okay, we can say Drake really was the pioneer of that movement. But Kanye had already laid that foundation in 2005. He'd already done that.
100%.
He'd already
You're
done
right
that.
on
Getting singing with Jamie Foxx and having a
You're right in,
what's
you're
his
right in that,
face?
but
A
you
Ray
remember-
Charles sample.
Yeah,
like,
but you have to remember that even then, no, we still didn't look at Kanye as a rapper. Despite all that, niggas weren't looking at Kanye as a rapper.
what
for
in that? I
years.
mean, in that
He's
era,
still an artist. You remember
In that era?
he was big on he was still big. He was big on trying to push the producer tag to the side. He wanted to be more than that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, no one was still looking at him as a rapper. Like we looked at Drake as a rapper.
why? What do you think the difference is?
Well, the way Drake's coming to the game, he came in as a rapper. He came in rapping.
And he had
Kanye
a
came in
co-sign.
as a producer, and
Yeah,
he
he
had
had the
co-signed by
co-signs.
Wayne. So
Yeah.
if he's next to
He
Wayne,
had a co-signs.
Wayne was probably, you can argue that was the best rapper in the world.
biggest
Yeah,
rapper at
Drake
the
got him
At
through
the
rapping.
time, biggest rapper.
Kanye got him through producing, and
Yeah.
then
Kanye
Big Pun
came
could
in
rap,
producing for.
Because if you remember when he
Hov
had a
and all these,
documentary,
man.
where did he go? Was it what
He went to a label when they
Yeah, remember when the label,
was trying
they were chatting like
paying
brothers.
all falls
Yeah,
down,
yeah,
and
yeah,
he-
yeah.
and they said,
And they were
yeah,
like, stick
the
to the
push
producer,
him
man. They got stick to the producer. Yeah.
But my point is that Kanye laid that foundation already.
100%. But
He'd already laid that foundation.
100%,
Even
but-
if he wasn't seen as a rapper, he was
But my point-
trying to break hip hop. And to
Yeah,
break
yeah,
hip hop,
100%.
you have to be able to kind of at least
100%.
be in that. You have to at least be able to get in that bag of being able to rap.
100%. But my point is, Kanye may have laid down the foundation, but to me, if there's no Drake, a lot of these rappers aren't.
Yeah.
A lot of these main rappers, like I'm talking rappers.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Travis Scott's and all these
AI artists.
AI type
Don't talk
artists,
about
no.
them, bro.
Yeah, don't talk about
AI
them type of
artists,
man.
bro.
I'm not talking or the little Uzis. I'm not talking about them, man.
Lil Peeps.
I'm
and
talking
that,
about the niggas that are like Meek Mill,
Yeah.
or the
Babies.
even Future sort of,
Yeah.
like all the little babies sort of
Yeah.
like these man. They're not rapping about or they're not rapping about their feelings or the girls or they're not showing some sign of vulnerability. Because remember, Kanye, because don't get twisted, niggas respect to Kanye because obviously because of his stardom, but they didn't like compared to Hove. It looks like Hove as like that guy.
And
Yeah.
Kanye
that's-
was the
yeah.
guy, but Hove was the guy.
And that's why Kanye, remember the documentary? There was a time where he kind of nearly, he lost himself because he felt so like, why don't the streets love me type thing?
Yeah.
Because you remember he kept saying, I'm from Chicago, like, I'm from rock, but these man don't look at me like that
Yeah.
because of the music I make. But Drake, as soon as he came in, had the streets co-sign and still the gen pop co-sign.
He didn't. Okay, I'll disagree.
No,
with
he
that.
did, bro. He had a
didn't-
co-sign.
he
Bro,
didn't have the
you just
streets
said
co-sign.
Wayne. You just said Wayne brought him in.
He didn't have the streets. No, but
Drake
he
had
didn't-
the streets co-sign.
But he
Bro,
didn't. He didn't have the
Just because
complete.
certain guys didn't like Drake.
He didn't
Streets
have
guys were
Drake-
listening
no.
to Drake.
Drake
No.
still ain't got the streets
He didn't.
co-signed, if you
No,
ask
no,
me.
no.
Oh,
Come
come on, man. Come on, bro.
Wait.
Drake walks in
Wait,
any
no, no,
block
no,
and
no,
he's
wait,
cool.
wait, no,
Except
that's
from
now,
LA.
that's
now.
Except from LA.
When he was
No,
with
no,
Game,
wait,
what did Wack
wait.
say? This
Wait.
nigga was hiding.
Who
They
the
had to
cat,
go
bro?
get him.
I talk about Wack 100. No.
I believe him.
Are you good at your
I
Wack?
believe him.
Just
No,
look at me in the
wait,
face.
wait.
Hey, where's Drake? Where's Drake?
Wack
Where'd he
100.
go?
Wait.
Wack 100 that was letting 6ix9ine saying and everyone disowned him, bro.
Shawty, why I don't believe 101 because he just said that there's tension between LeBron and Drake, and he said that they both followed each other. I checked.
They didn't.
both still follow each other.
You just trying to lie, bro.
He always
You
likes to try
lied.
and get his name out
Yeah.
there.
You lied.
But I'll disagree with Steven on that one because even though obviously the Wayne Cole side helped, but the guys in the streets weren't really fucking with Drake completely. He didn't have the streets like that completely. But
Yeah.
when he started making tunes like Headlines, and then as his career went on,
Headline got the
and he's
streets
and he's
on
and he's
top.
dropping the 5 a.m. in Toronto, and then he's doing the Stay Scheming verse, and he's got Rick Ross who's got the streets
got
back
the
in Miami,
Right. So
and so
he's lining himself up perfectly with a
yeah.
man
No,
who
he
have
is.
the streets.
So
No,
when
but
he's
he is,
doing
but
verses,
that's a smart
positioning.
wait. So
That's
when he's
any
doing,
smart
wait,
businessman.
so when he's doing verses like that, and he's showing he can rap, and even in the raps he's talking Grease as well. Like he's talking. And he's got Rick Ross next to him, who's verified,
Joshua.
and he's got Meek, and he's doing records with Meek Mill, who's got the streets in Philly. So street
He had the
rappers.
streets. Bro, why I say he had the streets?
That's helping him get the streets.
Why I
But-
say he had the streets is, you guys are probably right where he didn't have the totality, but why I say he had the streets was, when Wayne gave him the cosign, no one in the streets, in terms of credibility, was bigger than Wayne.
Because they accepted it because they fucked with Wayne.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying whatever Wayne said at a point, same way whatever Jay-Z said at a point was word of law. Whether we like it or not. We all know that there's one person that the streets put as, that's the nigga. Whatever he says, not that we follow, like we're not slaves, but he must be right.
Yeah.
So I'm saying in terms of when Wayne gave him the cosign, Wayne was that guy.
No, I hear that.
So in my head, again, I'm not saying everyone had to mess with him, but if Wayne told everyone, I'm crowning, knighting Drake, whether the streets liked it or not, the streets said, okay, you got my respect. I don't have to like you.
yeah, but
So
it's
that was my point when I said he had the streets.
But just
He
because
didn't have the streets.
I wouldn't say-
Wayne, Birdman,
Yeah.
all them man had the streets.
100%.
So
But that's by association.
So exactly, but if them man said actually that Drake guy, I'm not fucking with him, then it's like, bye Drake. So it's not Drake having the streets.
Yeah.
It's Drake it's like you're like when you're a little brother and your big brother's that guy. It's like okay, like
Yeah.
all right, by association.
no, but
right?
that's still by association,
Yeah,
though.
but I can't give Drake that kind
You
of.
can't, no, but you
I
can't, though,
can't.
because if
Not really.
I got the streets,
You didn't have to
It's
do nothing.
techie.
You didn't have the same upbringing.
because you just know
You
someone.
didn't have,
that-
you didn't have the same upbringing.
By the way, none of us say-
There's certain stories that them man can tell that you can't tell when you was on set in Degrassi and these men were doing stick ups and you were on
100%,
set
100%. Man,
playing
listen.
what's his name? Who did play in Degrassi? Jimmy something.
I don't know.
Getting robbed in the wheelchair.
yeah.
That was you on set making money as a 15, 16-year-old as an actor.
100%.
Whilst these men
100%.
are in the
We're in the street. But what I'm saying is,
Different
God forbid,
life.
I'm never a GM, but if I was that guy and my little bro walks around saying stuff, but no one touches him because he's with me, then he's still got the streets respect. He might not have the streets per se, but he's got the streets in terms of they know that he's affiliated with so and so. Therefore, he's got the streets, whether we like it or not. Again, this is a different conversation. Whether the streets like Drake is different to whether he had the streets. He had the streets because that man, Birdman, when he said you can't touch this fool, bro, they couldn't, bro. They said you have to mess with him because we mess with him. That's having the streets, whether you like it or not. The streets don't have to like it, but if Wayne says, yo, Drake's the guy, then the streets say, yeah, yo, Drake's the guy.
Can I tell you the difference with Kendrick though?
Why?
Because Kendrick grew up in an environment where he didn't need someone else's cosign.
He kind of did.
Kendrick,
he didn't.
he didn't
I wouldn't-
need
kinda
someone
did.
else's
He didn't.
cosign.
He didn't.
So
He
that
grew up-
Snoop moment didn't help.
No, but in
help
that's
or not?
in Compton,
musically.
No, but it didn't help
musically, but in
musically.
Compton, he was already not. He wasn't like
He grew up with-
100%.
he wasn't a gangbanger.
100%
He
wasn't.
grew up with family members and people.
Yeah.
He wasn't a gangbanger.
I remember even saying. I remember hearing. You know, Flex God Daps, the director. Even he said that when he shot a music video for Kendrick, that he pulled up with hella, I think Crips or Bloods, one of them, because he grew up in that environment. Even he raps about growing up in that environment.
Yeah.
He may not be about it.
That's
but
what
he had
Good Kid,
family
Mad City
members-
was about.
About him growing up in a city
In
whereby
seeing
full
shit,
of
being
gangbanging,
around shit.
But he was never, as you mentioned, good kid. He was never about
Yeah,
that
good
stuff.
kid,
Yeah.
But he grew up around it. I think obviously this is the thing that people tend to try and get at Drake at, which to me,
It's not fair though.
it annoys me because it's like, okay, well done, you grew up in it. Like for example,
That's what I'm saying.
for example, someone got shot at the end of my road like a few weeks ago. I'm not gonna start boasting about it.
No, it's
I
true.
mean, that's
No, it's
it.
true. No,
It's a
that's
true
what
story.
I'm saying about
It's a
no,
true
no,
story.
Someone, that's what I'm
It's a true
saying.
story.
Bro, you
Bro,
said Compton,
Ben
but
gets in-
Compton-
he gets
Compton
in
our
the booth.
community. LA is
Bro,
a community.
bro.
Drake, the only reason this is with Drake is because Drake was just born in Toronto. If Drake was even born in America, a lot of the stuff we're talking
Yes.
about, the validity will be
It's
gone.
the fact that Canadian
It's
rapper
'cause it's Canadian.
is the
No, that's
biggest
the
rapper
truth.
in America.
Bro,
and
if Drake was
if we're
born
being
in
honest.
Philly, what's the conversation?
If Drake's born in Philly,
Yes, come on, no, just
Okay.
Nah, I would say the only
The
conversation would be
difference
that
is-
his
the
mum's
diff-
white.
the
that's it. That's